we are covering the critical differences between CFC, HCFC, and HFC refrigerants for the EPA 608 core exam. Understanding these classifications is not just about their chemical makeup. It's about knowing their specific environmental impacts and the regulations that govern them, which are guaranteed to appear on your test. Let's start with CFCs, which stands for chlorofluorocarbons. These refrigerants, like the infamous R12, are composed of chlorine, fluorine, and carbon. The key exam takeaway for CFCs is their stability. Because they lack a hydrogen atom, they do not break down in the lower atmosphere. They drift all the way to the stratosphere, where ultraviolet radiation finally breaks them apart, releasing chlorine. This chlorine is the primary culprit behind ozone depletion. A single chlorine atom can destroy thousands of ozone molecules, which is why CFCs have the highest ozone depletion potential, or ODP. Due to the Montreal Protocol, an international treaty, these refrigerants have been completely phased out of production. Next are the HCFCs, or hydrochlorofluorocarbons. The most common example you'll be tested on is R22. The H is the crucial difference here. The addition of a hydrogen atom makes HCFCs less stable than CFCs. This instability allows them to break down more easily in the lower atmosphere, meaning less chlorine reaches the stratosphere. Consequently, their ODP is significantly lower than CFCs, but not zero. R22, for example, has an ODP of about 0.05, while CFC11 is the benchmark at 1.0. HCFCs were considered transitional refrigerants, bridging the gap after the CFC ban. A key date for the exam is January 1, 2020. As of this date, new production and importation of R22 were banned in the United States. However, it's crucial to remember that servicing existing R22 systems with recovered or reclaimed refrigerant is still legal. Finally, we have HFCs, or hydrofluorocarbons, such as R134A and R410A. As their name implies, they contain hydrogen and fluorine, but critically, no chlorine. This absence of chlorine means they have an ozone depletion potential of 0. This is a major point of confusion and a common exam trap. The exam will present a question suggesting HFCs are environmentally harmless because they don't deplete the ozone. This is false. While HFCs are safe for the ozone layer, they are potent greenhouse gases with a high global warming potential, or GWP. For instance, R134A has a GWP of 1,430, meaning it traps 1,430 times more heat than carbon dioxide over 100 years. R410A is even higher at 2,088. Because of their high GWP, HFCs are now being phased down under the American Innovation and Manufacturing, or AIM Act, which aligns the U.S. with the global Kigali Amendment. Here's a mental shortcut to keep them straight on the exam. Think of the C in CFC as chlorine catastrophe for the ozone. For HCFC, the H means it helps a little, but chlorine is still present. For HFC, the F means fluorine only, so it's friendly to the ozone, but a fiery problem for global warming. An exam question might ask, which of the following refrigerants has the lowest ozone depletion potential? The options might be R12, R22, and R134A. The correct answer is R134A, because as an HFC, it contains no chlorine and has an ODP of 0. Another trap question could be, true or false? The AIM Act was created to phase out ozone-depleting HCFCs. This is false. The AIM Act targets the phase-down of high GWP HFCs, not HCFCs. Memorizing the key dates and the specific environmental impact, ODP versus GWP, for each class is essential to passing. For free practice questions, AI-powered explanations, and more exam prep tools, visit openexamprep.com. That's openexamprep, all one word, .com.